Hi everybody. So I'm not going to be here when you are more than likely finishing your affordable house design project. Now, I have the requirements for the affordable home in Schoology for you, so you know what you need to put in your video portfolio. Again, we're putting together this digital portfolio. You must include a narration throughout the video. So talking us through different points of your portfolio. But again, we'll go over that in more detail in a little bit. But I just want to quickly talk to you about a few things we haven't been able to go over while I was still in school. Um, Title page table contents, very easy. You guys should already have that done because we did it in class together. Project description. You're not going to do a Google slide, but you can type this out or type this information out on a Google slide and import it as an image into WeVideo, and then that would be a good part to create a narration discussing what you have written, right? And that's just going over the general overview of the project. So talk about the project, talk about what the expectations were, talk about the site itself, the requirements, the climate, things like that. Talk about any information that you might have. So that's just basic project information. That would be one slide, one part of the video. Now the construction drawings. These will each get their own focus point in the video portfolio. So these will be pictures that you take in border and title blocks. So your site plan. We've created a site plan with your affordable home on the site with driveways, walkways, vegetation, all of that. You'll have that in a border and title block and you'll place that into WeVideo. We haven't gone over renderings. You should have your floor plan fully finished with all of the furniture and things that you want involved in it put into your floor plan, and then you need it fully dimensioned. And I have a video going over how to dimension already posted for you. Today I want to talk about elevation views, and I want to talk to you about window and door schedules. So I might pause this video throughout, so it might be a little choppy just so that I can get the right things up and running. So I'm going to actually pause right here and bring up Revit. All right, so I have Revit open. This is not my affordable home. This is another project for another class, but it will get the same point across. I want to start with elevation views. These will be sheets. So if you haven't created a new sheet before, go down to the sheets in your project browser, right click, hit new sheet. If you haven't loaded any sheets, which you should have at this point, loaded some sheets, we're going to hit load. Make sure you're the Imperial Library, title blocks, and here are your options. It's basically just find the one that fits your 4 elevation views the best. So it's going to be trial and error depending on the scale that your drawing is in. I'm just going to go with a C-size sheet of paper for right now, but I may end up in a D. I may end up in a B. I'm going to go with a C. I'm going to load that in. I'm going to click OK. Now, I am going to rename this to elevation views. Oh, that's the number. Oh, well. We're going to call that a 102. You can see that down here. It took that name. I put the number back. And now to get your elevations in, super simple. Just dragging them and dropping them in. Now, I've already placed mine in a sheet, so I'm going to go there, and it's probably this one. Right here. And do I know how big this paper is? No. I'm gonna actually just delete them all. Drag, drop it in. North, south, east, and west. Now, there is some stuff I'm gonna mess with. Obviously, one of my views is in color, and I think that's east view. So if I double click on the east view, open that up, you can see it's in color. I'm gonna change that down here to hidden, take away that color. I'm also gonna mess with these. Now, if your levels are really far out like this, you're gonna want to change them because in your elevation view, it's going to take up a lot of space. So to do that, you just click on it, click on the level, and then grab the little blue circle and you can drag it closer to the house or to your Habitat for Humanity home. And now you can see that's much more doable. Now, you want those turned on. In my other elevations, they're currently turned off. So again, all I have to do is go back in. I need to reveal my hidden elements, right click, unhide category. And now it's visible. And I need to mess with them so that they are closer and take up less space on my sheet. Right click, unhide. That one's actually pretty good. I don't think I'm going to need to mess with that, but I can double check how it looks right in here. And then I just have my west view. So this sheet may not have been the best choice. It's kind of tight. So you might want to size up to a B-size sheet of paper, but I'm just going to make this work. So I just need to finish the west view, reveal hidden elements. There we go. Unhide. Drag those in. Bam. All right, I'm gonna close out all of those. Don't need those tabs open. And then I can come in here and kind of mess with the fitting of it. One thing in particular, you can see that this east view line is really low. So I'm just gonna click on the elevation and that's going to make this live, which will allow me to make that line smaller. And then if I want to move this, I just have to click off and just drag it in. Just like that. So then I can move this one more in to drawing. And what I'm going to do is actually east. I'm going to move these in a little bit closer because that's going to allow me, oh, that didn't move. Yeah. And then I'm going to move that line. And I'm going to move this over. You're just trying to make it fit the best that you can on the border and title block. Now, this isn't necessarily how I would want it on a professional document, but it gets the point across. Again, if you choose a larger sheet, this will look better. So that's how you get your views onto, or your elevation views onto your sheet. You can put them in shaded or realistic color if you want. I think it adds a little something to it. Again, anything highlighted in blue means it's on a sheet. And there you go. Now, you're going to have more windows than I will, you'll have more doors than I do, but it gets the point across. All right? So that's how you do, or that's how you would create your elevation views on a sheet.